What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
It's Chris.
And Kenny.
And this is Chris
And Kenny.
Show. And welcome to another wonderful episode that we were about to make.
That's right.
I think it's going to be wonderful.
I hope so.
Yeah, you might not think it is. You might not think it is, but I do.
Well, welcome. We're
Why don't you try that again? Let's see how this goes.
Oh, Lord, we gotta edit that out. Oh, okay.
No, I think we should keep that.
Welcome. We are so glad you are with us today.
There we are. We got it. Yes, we are glad that you're with us today, or tomorrow, or the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
And forevermore, and forever and ever, amen.
Yes. All right, Randy Travis. All right, today's episode we're going to do a couple things. One, we're going to talk about our wonderful trip last week. Yeah. We're going to do a review of Stained Glass Playhouse's West Side Story.
Of course.
But first, to go along with the Carowinds trip that we went on last week, today is a very sad day.
It is very sad.
Today was the last day of operation for the legendary Thunder Road at Carowinds State Park. Or as most people would remember it as Paramount's Carowinds theme park. Today is the last day, and after today they are shutting down the ride to start on a $50 million expansion of the park. So they probably and more than likely will have to tear Thunder Road down.
It's a sad day indeed.
It is a sad day.
Everyone
So
that used to go there and ride that ride.
So Thunder Road,
here's to
this
you.
is here's to you for wonderful, long, wonderful rides, frontwards, backwards, spine jarring, headache generating.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful rides that you gave us.
Throw up inducing.
Yes, for as long as we can remember. So right. Thunder Road, here's to you.
Here's to you, Thunder Road. Oh, that's good.
Yes. Woo. Thunder Road was a was a wooden roller coaster that went frontwards on one side. Mm-hmm. You rode frontwards, of course. Traditionally. Then you rode backwards. You could go around and
the other way.
Yeah, and you could actually ride the car backwards. And you had it on this side. You had on this side right here. Right. You had frontwards, and on this side over here you had backwards. That was pretty interesting.
It was so much fun. I remember when I was in middle school, back in the early 90s, we actually went and rode that frontwards, and then we rode around and rode it backwards. And I must say, backwards was very interesting because you know what's coming, obviously.
Exactly.
And it's kind of it kind of made you delusional just a little bit. It's like
It did because everybody, of course, wants to ride in front of a traditional roller coaster, but you really didn't know where to ride in Thunder Road. I mean, of course, you ride in the middle because you still get all the G-forces, but you didn't know if you wanted to ride in the front, which in the reverse was the back, or the back, which in the reverse case was the front.
Yes, right.
Follow that.
I'll try. I'm still lost. I can't even speak a sentence.
Correct.
This is root beer, I promise. You would think otherwise from hearing me talk, but
that is very true. Very true. Well, last week we actually went and rode Thunder Road, and
we did
Vortex, and
we have pictures to follow after this video. I'll show pictures.
Well, I already have pictures of
them on Facebook, so we'll do that in post.
If you want to go on my Facebook, you can, because I already have all the pictures that I took.
There you go. Or if you're really lazy, just hang around to the end of the video.
That is very true. We'll play that as well. Yeah, wait till after the video, so that way you can watch this entire video through.
Right.
Well, last week we went to Carowinds and rode everything.
It was awesome.
It was amazing. Nobody there. So go on Sundays if you can. Go there early and go on Sundays, because that is the best time to go.
And it was awesome because we got there right after they opened. It was around 10:15, I think, when we showed up, and we stayed pretty much up until 9:30 at night.
Yes.
And literally all day long there at Carowinds, and it was just awesome. It was so amazing.
I think
the middle of July. It's July 26th right now.
July 19th was when we went.
July 19th when we went, but. Mid-July, you would think that there was a whole bunch of people there, but not when we went. It was really weird.
Yeah.
And it pretty much stayed that way throughout the whole entire day. I think there wasn't a ride that we stood in line for more than 25 minutes.
30 at the most, honestly.
At the very most.
Yeah. And that was the Nightcrawler, and
we rode everything from the Gold Rush up into the brand new Fury 325. It was awesome. Holy crap. That That ride is intense.
Well, the first ride was awesome for me. I don't know if it was for Kenny because he had his eyes closed.
It was intense. I did have my eyes closed. We rode as our very first time riding it, and naturally we rode in the very front row of this roller coaster. And the whole time you're going up, it seems like it's taking forever to go up that hill. But once you finally get past it, you're like, all right, this isn't too bad. All of a sudden it just hits you like, ah!
It was.
You're just going.
It was amazing. I mean,
It was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, I did too. It was so funny because, like I said, there was nobody there, so we actually got off it, went right back around, and it probably took us no more than 10 minutes.
At the most.
At the most.
And the second time we rode it, I actually opened my eyes, and I actually had a much better experience.
Because two people lost their hats.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny too. And so my suggestion is, if you want to ride it, you've never ridden it before. Yeah, it's intense. It's crazy intense. But I would say keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
Because at least that way you can see what's coming. You can be mentally prepared for it. Whereas if you had your eyes closed, you don't know what's coming. You're not prepared for it. It's going to be a terrifying event.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Second time we rode, I actually did get a little.
Yeah,
it's queasy because
it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah. And also, I think all my insides were jumbled, and they were like, all right, we're going to give you a warning, because I was like, yeah, woo, woo, whoa,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'm going to keep my mouth shut and my teeth closed.
I'm having a lot of fun right now.
I really am.
I'm battling, trying to keep my food down. Shouldn't have had that corn dog. Whoa. The chili cheese fries. Oh, it was not a good idea before this ride.
We rode everything in the front. We rode.
Of course.
Well, we didn't ride Vortex because you really can't expect anything on Vortex.
Yeah, we rode it maybe once or twice.
Yeah, we rode it twice.
Not in the front though.
Middle and the back.
Yeah.
It was. Vortex in the very beginning was okay. It was like, oh my god, this is so awesome! You can stand up, and then it was like
when it first came out in the '90s, it was great. It was awesome. It was like the best thing.
When we went.
Best thing ever. Excuse me.
Or when we went in high school when we rode there.
Yeah, we did. We rode it in high school, and we had a blast with it.
Actually, I think it was. We rode it as a picture that I told you about. There's a picture of me, you, Anna Smith, and I think Beth Faribault.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Anna and Beth. Hey guys.
Hey, Beth. And it's if I can find that picture, I want to.
It's somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we got to meet Charlie Brown and Planet Snoopy.
Yes, we did.
Got to see Sally and Snoopy.
Oh, and speaking of which, we actually got a souvenir. Chris got one. You might remember, he played Schroeder, and You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. So naturally, we went inside. Yeah, we got Charlie Brown right there.
Hey, Schroeder.
I mean, not Charlie Brown. Schroeder's right there.
Say hi, Schroeder.
Hi, Schroeder. But and I have a Linus doll with with his blanket, of course. It's at my house. I don't have it here, but anyway.
My Schroeder doll.
But yeah. So we found those, and
He's awesome.
we had a good time. We spent literally, like I said, all day long there. I highly recommend doing that because you get to ride everything, get to see a lot of things. If you want to go to the shows, you can have plenty of time to do that.
Stay.
Hey, buddy. And yeah, it is great. Go before the summer ends.
Yeah, definitely. And how long is that package that you saw on online? Because
The package I think is up until September. I want to say. It was actually it was a pretty good price. It was for the hotel stay for 2 people, a queen size bed, and it was like $175. Which it sounds like a lot, but when you think about it, you break it down, you do it individually. Okay, you got to pay to get the tickets to the park. You got to pay to park your car, and then you got to go hotel room, and all that together. Those separate things individually add up like really quickly.
Yeah.
But so what I did, I went on to a certain website, I'm gonna say, and I found it. I found it. Oh man, overboard! Man, overboard! We found the deal, and we took advantage of some savings with AAA as well. So yeah, shout out to AAA. Thank you, AAA.
Maybe that'll work. Maybe.
Maybe not. We'll see.
So yeah, I mean, $175 between 2 people is only $80, and that, like you said, I mean,
Not
that's
a bad deal.
It's really going to add up if you do it because I think the tickets now are like 70 or like 40, 35, 40 bucks.
It's
Something
like
like
40 or 50 or something ridiculous.
that. Yeah. So yeah.
You're gonna want to save that money because you're just gonna end up spending it on food, drinks, and water. Oh, and they actually shout out to Carowinds for doing this. They had free water. Any food stand you went to, it's free water.
That is, yes, that was a very good idea.
Thank you guys for actually thinking about
Yes.
people.
Because it was so hot.
It was about 92 degrees, I think, when we were there. But
Yeah.
it wasn't unbearably hot, but it was pretty warm.
Yeah. So what was that? Where'd you get that package from?
From a certain website.
Okay, from a certain website.
From a website.
Well, we'll put that on the.
Yeah, we'll send a link to it on post.
Yeah, so it's gonna be down there.
Right there.
So yeah, I mean that package that you get is definitely worth it.
It's a microtel, and the rooms aren't that big, but nonetheless, you're just going to spend one night there anyway.
Exactly, it's gonna be comfortable.
Yeah, it was very comfortable. It was a good hotel.
Yeah, it was a good hotel, good night. It's in South Carolina, which is only like,
mediocre breakfast, but whatever.
It's in Rock Hill, South Carolina. I think that was only like what 8 miles.
Yeah, it was a good about 10-minute drive.
Yeah,
park,
it's not that bad.
Not bad at all.
So you leave about 9:30 and get there. 9:40, or if you want to leave it at 9:45, get there 5 minutes and then just go straight to the
But yeah,
gates.
we found that was the easiest thing to do. Just go there the night before, spend the night, get something, get some good, something to eat, and then next morning go to the park all day long. And
Yep.
Drive home or
Stay
stay another night if you want to. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. So now that's out of the way. Now we're gonna do the third on the list. Check that one off. Check that one. Oh, look at that. Okay.
Hey, we're at the bottom.
We're at the bottom, right there. So what you doing? You have like a clipboard with a list of what we're doing. So what's next? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Tangent. Sorry about
Oh, dude.
that. Stained Glass Playhouse
Yes.
here in Winston-Salem off Indiana Avenue, adjacent to Marvin United Methodist Church.
Mm-hmm. Right near the Texas Peak plant.
Yes, right next to probably about a mile or so away from T.W. Garner Foods, which houses Texas Pete.
Texas Peak.
Texas Pete. They are doing West Side Story.
Woo.
This video that we're shooting is on Sunday. This video right here is on Sunday. So this is their second weekend that they have ran. It'll run another weekend this coming weekend.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and 3 p.m. on Sunday. Remember that.
Trace
and Domingo.
Trois, if you speak French.
Yeah.
Deux, trois.
Yeah. That's it. That's what everybody knows. Nobody knows 4. Anyway.
Please comment if you know what 4 is in
Yes, please.
in French.
Yes.
I should know this because I took French in school, but that was a long time ago.
So, what was your little bias on this? Because you.
Okay, so my wife is a music director.
Hi,
I'm around. We both know some of the cast members. We know Winston Stevens, who plays keyboard.
Hey, Mr. Stevens.
And
Hey, Cherie. Shout out to Cherie. Hey, Cherie.
oh, hey, Street. So anyway,
Sorry, I went to school.
that's all right. So yeah, the show is obviously West Side Story, and it's a pretty good cast. I thought they casted it kind of weirdly. There's a lot of different age groups, really wide range of ages. I guess they went with what they had or whatever, but all in all, they did a pretty good job. My only concern was with the guy who played opposite Maria. I could barely hear him when he was singing. I could barely hear him. I'm like, I know I'm hard of hearing from my job working with jet engines, but still, I was in almost in the back, and I could barely hear him. And it's not that big of a house. It only houses around 90 people. But I could barely hear him. That was so distracting. I was trying to listen so hard to what he was singing, which, I mean, I know that we all know the songs, but still, I want to hear him,
Yeah.
He was such a good voice, I want more of it, I guess. But all in all, it was good. The set was good.
The set was amazing.
They had pretty good costumes,
Yes.
The costumes were I was really surprised with how well the costumes went.
The costumes were really good.
And the set, like I said, the set was great.
The use of the space
the use of the space was really good. Yeah, at times you could tell it was really cramped. They were having a hard time. There's a lot of cast members on the stage.
Jeez.
Working all the dances and everything. But all in all, it was good. I'd say a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best. I'd say personally, for me, it was about a 6. I mean, I'll give it a 6. A good strong 6.
I like that. A good strong.
Good strong 6.
Well, I think for me, I'm just gonna say one thing, a couple things.
Okay.
Music was amazing.
Yes.
Actors did the best they could.
Mm-hmm.
There were a little of miscommunications here and there.
Here and there.
Stephen Howard, who played Tony,
Yes.
was very good. He could have. He shouldn't have walked away from the audience when he was singing. He should have tried to back up.
Yeah.
Still fixing the audience. That's just a choice, in my opinion. I did like the set. The set was amazing, you know.
Yeah.
But they used the set and space as much as they could. I mean, just using every empty space that they had was great. One thing that I did not like is that certain cast members claimed part of the set as their own. You know, like I don't want to give it away, but
No, of course.
they were using certain entrances and exits, and later on in a different scene, you know, in a different musical number, they go back to doing what they were doing previously. They go to the exact same spot. I was like, well, let that person use that space, and then you can go somewhere and, oh, he's leaning towards you.
Hey.
I thought he was going. But yeah, they should have done something a little differently with that. I'll give it to be honest with you, I'll give it a 5.
Okay.
That's my opinion. So
if you guys have been there and seen that show,
yes.
let us know
Yes,
what
let
you
us
think
know.
of it, and let us know what you like, what you didn't like. Just let us know. I mean, we'd love to read your guys' comments. We always do.
yes.
Once
again,
I'm Kenny.
well, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm Chris. And thank you.
Thank you guys for commenting, rating, subscribing, all that good juicy stuff. Until next time.
And if you haven't, please do.
Please.
We need people.
Yes.
We need people to watch this.
Just like you.
Yeah, like you, and you, and the one behind you, and the one behind them. So until next time,
We
people.
see you back there.
Oh yeah, we do see you back there. So don't think that we don't see you, because we do see you. We will find you. We do see you right there.
Isn't that right, Schroeder? Yep. He's giving it a thumbs up.
See, he's nodding yes. So until next time, people. Peace.